Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. Okay, so I know that the big news that's consuming the MOTU community globally right now is all these videos that are being put out there, the discussion videos talking about Spectre Creative's video regarding the end of MOTU as we know it in a couple of months' time. Well, I did share my own thoughts about that on Instagram last night and also on the community pages of my YouTube channel here. I did maybe want to share my thoughts in a video, but we'll get around to that eventually, I suppose. In the meantime, what I really wanted to talk about is the latest Mattel Creations exclusive that's been announced, hitting us or hopping its way to us in just 3 days. The Frogmonger. Yeah, that's right. Okay, one of those figures that we never even knew probably could exist as an action figure. In fact, they first showcased the images for this figure a couple of months ago during the Mattel Influencer Day event, which actually also gave us the first ever in-hand images of Snake Mountain. All right, and I think that the announcement of that particular playset for Origins basically drowned out any kind of anticipation for anything else that was happening. Everyone was just talking about Snake Mountain at the time. But now we have the official information surrounding the release for Frogmonger right here, okay? They also put out some information talking about Skeletor, another incoming exclusive, which honestly speaking, I could probably do without. But something like this Frogmonger figure that's like a hybrid frog humanoid kind of creature, looking like something like humanoids from the deep, one of those B-movie monsters. I am definitely intrigued by something like this. Now, this thing is happening on January the 17th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Well, in 3 days' time, basically. Going for a pretty affordable $18, which is pretty much the standard rate for most of these exclusives that come on a single card, like Grizzlaw, for that matter. Limited to 3 per customer. That's interesting. What's also interesting is the fact that at the same time that this one is going out, the Space Sumo, exclusive from last year, in fact, is still on the site. But something tells me that a character like Frogmonger here isn't going to be suffering the same fate. I don't think he's going to be clogging up the site. I think that this guy is going to be snapped up by the MOTU community. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens, all right? But meantime, let's check out what's the story with Frogmonger here, all right? It says right here on the site, a riveting story. Once again, I got to hand it to the Mattel Creations writing team, whoever's doing the write-ups, whether it's a team, maybe it's one person, doing the write-ups for these action figures. Every time they nail it, with the puns, They're always so witty. I really appreciate this. It says here, this ancient Eternian sorcerer prince found himself transformed and imprisoned beneath Castle Grayskull. Now, he's hopping straight from the dungeon to your collection. There's a shot here of him just breaking free from that dungeon, right? And in fact, as they've explained to us, the inspiration for this character came from his image that was represented in the original decal of the dungeon that was presented from the 80s Castle Grayskull playset. And check this out. I actually dug this out from storage. It's a mostly unused original Castle Grayskull decal sheet from the 80s. Don't ask me how this thing came to be in my possession. I'm not even sure myself. But sometimes when you follow the channel, you just get to see some pretty obscure stuff, all right? And this one was printed in 1981. It says here, Hawthorne, California, but printed in Italy. Now check this out. Okay, you have the original sticker here for the dungeon. Let me just flip this thing around. And you get to see him right here, okay? You get to see a lot of monsters and weird stuff happening here, okay? Trying to break free from this dungeon gate here, but there he is, right there, the slimy scum himself, the Frogmonger. Now, there's definitely a story here as to why this Eternian sorcerer prince was transformed, or how he was transformed into this frog monster. But from this photo here, there appears to be more than one of him as well. There's like a couple of him here, and they appear to be accosting Trapjaw. Why Trapjaw? I don't know. Maybe because he's green. This is the mini comic Trapjaw version. Probably the photographer's choice, to make this whole shot here just soaked with so much green. But yeah, there's more than one of him here. So maybe he commands an army of frog people. I guess we'll find out, all right? But when it comes to the design of this Frogmonger, overall, I do like it because it's a creature-based figure. Definitely the frog sculpt on his head here looks good. The frog monster look that he's got. The colors overall not too inspiring because he's mainly blanketed in just shades of green. And then there's yellow spots all over him. It's a frog monster look for sure. What I do like, definitely, is the inclusion of these 2 all-new looking weapons. He's got a backpack and a laser pistol. These appear to have all-new tooling, never featured anyplace else in Origins prior to this. Usually when it comes to these $18 exclusives of Mattel Creations, the accessories tend to be recycled from previous figures, recycled and recolored, but these appear to be all new. I like the fact that the weapons have a pretty sci-fi feel to them. It's like Frogmonger looks like a creature that came out from the swamps, but his weaponry The accessories that it comes with looks like it came from outer space. I think the combination works great. I love it also when an original character gets original accessories. It just completes the whole set. And I like the fact that we're getting a close-up look here at the mini comic that he comes with. It says the title of this book is Horde of Frogmonger. I don't think that the previous Mattel Creations exclusives, when they give us the initial countdown clock and stuff like that, give us the photos, I don't think they actually reveal much about the mini comics that they came with. But this time around, yeah, we're getting a close-up look at the cover of this thing, and it looks fantastic. Frogmonger here looks like a leader. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he's leading an army of these frog-like creatures. I don't know what the story is. Okay, this mini comic is going to tell us what the lowdown is on this character. But yeah, this guy doesn't look like a simple dungeon dweller. This guy looks like a commander. You get what I mean? So let me know in the comment section, guys. Okay, what do you think of Frogmonger here? Are you going to hop at the chance to grab him, or are you going to skip away? Okay, that's what I want to know. Maybe you think that he's a cool looking character. Maybe you're an Origins completist and you just don't want to be left out. For me personally, yeah, I'm going to try for him. But honestly, this is one of those figures that didn't actually need to be made, But they decided to put him out there. Probably as something fun for the fans. And obviously, they're going to need our support to make this thing happen. So yeah, I mean, are we going to turn up or not? Okay, so let me know in the comment section. And I'll hit you guys again real soon with more content right here. Thank you and take care out there.